Hi guys, welcome to this video. Today's video guys, I would like to share to you the topic that we tackled and the learnings that I've learned, and this subject is macro perspective of tourism and hospitality. The definition of macro perspective of tourism and hospitality is indicated below. The macro means whole. In economics, macroeconomics is a study of the whole economy. It includes all buying and selling, all the production and consumptions of everything that happens in the economy. Module 1 topic is History and Nature of Tourism. So 1 is Tourism Industry, 2 is History of Tourism, 3 is Tourism of Globalized System, and History of the Philippine Tourism. Form of tourism. Many forms of tourism are classified by a typical feature spreading time of the definition. 1 is a mountain tourism, 2 is a rural tourism, 3 is a shopping tourism, 4 business tourism, 5 coastal tourism, 6 urban tourism. Principal terms in defining travel and tourism. 1 is visitor, 2 is tourist, 3 is same-day visitors. 4 different perspectives of tourism. 1 is the tourist, the business providing tourist goods and services, the government, the host and community of the area, and the 4 is the host and community. Tourist chain. 1 is a travel agent, 2 is an outbound operator, 3 is inbound operator, and a local service providers. There are so many forms of tourism. 1 is adventure tourism, archaeological tourism, art tourism, black tourism, bookstore tourism, culinary tourism, cultural tourism, disaster tourism, domestic tourism, educational tourism. 11 is event tourism, extreme tourism, shock tourism, ethnic tourism, dental tourism, drug tourism, female sex tourism, garden tourism, LGBT tourism, geotourism, and health tourism, and international tourism. Module 2 topic History of Development of Tourism. This is the history of tourism. The early beginnings. The early tourist attractions, the pyramid, the hanging gardens of Babylon, and the tombs. The statue of Zeus, the Colossus, the great lighthouse, the temple. And also the spa baths, seaside resort, the early transportation, the early roads, early ship and water excursion, trail travel, automobile, the air travel, the first travel agent is in there, and the early days, accommodations, the cook. Module 3 History and Development of Tourism. Overview of tourism. Tourism is the process, activity, and outcomes arising from the relationship and the interaction among the tourist, tourism suppliers, host government, host communities, and the involved of attracting and hosting of visitors. 5 main characteristics of tourism. It is a combination of phenomena because it is complicity. Two, it is a two essential elements, is a dynamic elements that journey and statistic elements. Elements are from outside place on residence work, temporary short, the movement of destination, the invention of return within a days, weeks or months, visited place or a purpose not connected, paid work. It is that no employed vocational reasons. Types of travelers. International visitor, domestic visitors. Important of tourism contribute the balance of payment, educational significance, opportunity employment, dispersion of development, positive outcomes, social benefit, cultural enrichment, force of peace. Element of travel, length to stay, purpose of travel, distant travel, residence of traveler, mode of transportations. Sector of tourism industry. 1 is accommodation, 2 is adventure and creations, 3 is attraction, 4 is event, 5 is food and beverage, 6 is tourism services, 7 is transportation, 8 is travel trade. This is the other forms of travel. Module 4, Topic Determinants that Demands of Tourism. Classification of determinants in individual scale, lifestyle and life cycle. Lifestyle, income and employment, paid holiday entitlement, education and mobility, race and gender. Life cycle, childhood, young adult, adolescence, marriage, emptiness, old age. Demand for international and domestic tourism, volume, value, visitors. Visitor profile statistic. The visitor, the visit, age, origin of destinations, sex, mode of transport. Group type, purpose of visit, nationality, length of stay, occupation, accommodation, and income. Tourism and hospitality supplies components are classified into 5 main categories: natural resources, infrastructure, superstructure, transportation, hospitality. Modes of transportation: rail, road, water, air. Module 5, Topic The Meaning of Importance of Tourism. The natural of tourist product, characteristic of tourist product, tourist destination, 3A, characteristic of tourism, and importance of tourism. The nature of domestic tourism refers to a travel taken exclusively within the national boundaries of traveler's country. International tourism involves the movement of the people across international boundaries. Tourist product, it consists of what the tourist buy. It is a combination of what tourist does, a destination of what service he used during his stay. 3 A's determines the success of tourist destination. 1 is attraction, 2 is amenities, 3 is accessibility. Characteristic of tourism. One is a product are not brought to the customer. Product of tourism are not used up. 3 is a tourist is a labor. Tourist is a people. Tourism is a multi. Tourist is industry and seasonal. 7 is the industry is a dynamic. Importance of tourism contribute balance of payment, the dispersion of employee development, effects of general economic development, employment opportunities, social benefit, cultural enrichment, educational significance, a vital force of peace. Module 6 Economic of Tourism. Role of tourism in economic development, the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, economic impact, direct secondary effect, tourism multiplier. Role of tourism, economic development. Several development countries have used tourism development as an alternative to help economic growth. The reason for this are there are continuous demand of international travel to developed countries. As income in the developed countries increase, the demand of tourism also increases the fast rate. Developing countries need foreign exchange to aid their economic development. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. In the tourism, the customer collected the product from the exporting country, thereby eliminating freight costs for exporter, except in the case which is airline use are those tourism receiving country. 2. The demand of pleasure travel is largely dependent on non-economic factors such as local disturbance, political unrest, change coverage, price elastic, income inelastic. 3. By using a specific fiscal measure. 4. Tourism is multifaceted industry. 5. Tourism brings many mores. Module 7 Topic Scope and Nature of Hotel Management. The hotel industry, location, form of ownership, facilities, type of client, standard, star rating, and size. The main reason of classifying hotels are comparison, analysis, identifying, marketing, and customers. The scope of industry. 1 is accommodation, 2 is the role of accommodation manager, and 3 is a client. Small hotel may locate in a location with less visitor where properly is cheaper, can provide a more personal and friendly services, may find difficult exploit the technical economies of sale. Large hotel can take advantage of economies of scale, need to locate in high traffic areas, or else do something to attract large number of visitors, may need to work much harder to attain of the same efficiency of effectiveness of the services. Figure 1 Planning, controlling, organizing, and Figure 2 is expenses, the detailed plans. So this is the Figure 3. Module 9, Topic, Rating for Hospitality and Industries. 6 stars hotel. The per night of these hotels are $1,000 per night. Seven of the world's best 7-star hotels. Type of hotels. The learnings that I know of these topics is history of nature tourism, history of development tourism, determinants of demand of tourism, the meaning and importance of tourism, the economic tourism, scope, nature of tourism, hotel management, rating for hospitality and industry. As of now, all these topics will not be used in every doing, but soon, if I will become one of the cabin crew or a flight attendant, I will apply my knowledge of this topic. And that's all. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you like it. And also thank you for Miss Richie Joy Banda for teaching me as good as well. This is Marie Ayala, Bachelor of Science, Tourism and Management 1.